For over 30 years, Somaliland has quietly thrived, running elections, building infrastructure, and keeping the peace while chaos engulfed its neighbors. Yet, on the world stage, it's as if Somaliland doesn't exist. No UN flag, no recognition, no voice. But a single agreement changed everything, drawing international eyes to this forgotten land. Whispers in Washington, bold moves in Addis Ababa, and Gulf investments are breaking Somaliland's isolation. Tonight, we ask, is Somaliland on the verge of a new era, as 5 countries prepare to change the map? For the United States, the Red Sea is far more than just a stretch of water. It's a vital corridor where commerce, security, and strategy converge, shaping the fortunes of nations. Every day, billions of dollars in goods pass through these shipping lanes, making the region a lifeline for global trade and energy supplies. But with opportunity comes risk. Piracy, terrorism, and regional rivalries all threaten the stability of this crucial gateway. America's military base in Djibouti stands as a testament to the region's strategic importance, serving as a launchpad for counterterrorism operations and humanitarian missions across East Africa and the Middle East. Yet, as instability and shifting alliances reshape the landscape, Washington's gaze is turning north, towards Somaliland, a region often overlooked but increasingly significant. Behind closed doors, U.S. officials are quietly meeting with Somaliland's leaders. Their discussions go beyond formalities, delving into counterterrorism cooperation, maritime security, and the potential for deeper engagement in the Horn of Africa. The modernized Berbera port, with its deep-water access and expanding infrastructure, offers the U.S. both access and leverage, an invaluable asset if old alliances in the region begin to falter or new threats emerge. Joint military exercises and humanitarian aid are clear signals of growing American interest, hinting at a possible shift in regional partnerships and priorities. Somaliland, once invisible on the world stage, is now firmly on Washington's radar. The world is watching as the U.S. weighs its next move. Is America preparing to make a bold move in Somaliland, or is this careful engagement just another chapter in its long strategic game in the Red Sea? Ethiopia, landlocked and restless, lost its coastline years ago and relies on neighbors for ocean access. Somaliland's Berbera port is the answer Addis Ababa has long sought. Ethiopia has built roads and signed deals, culminating in a historic memorandum with Somaliland. Investment, military cooperation, and a stake in Berbera. In return, Ethiopia may consider the unthinkable, recognizing Somaliland's independence. Such a move would shake Africa's borders, but Ethiopia's need for a maritime gateway is existential. If interests align, Ethiopia could break Somaliland's diplomatic isolation. This partnership could redraw the Horn of Africa's political map. Few diplomatic stories are as revealing, or as quietly bold, as the unlikely friendship between Taiwan and Somaliland. In a world where official recognition is currency, these two territories have found each other in the margins, forging a partnership that defies the odds and expectations of global politics. Both are vibrant democracies, each with its own unique culture and history. Both are denied recognition by most of the world, yet both remain determined to chart their own course, refusing to let isolation define their futures. Their citizens vote, protest, and build, proving that democracy can thrive even in the most challenging circumstances. In 2020, they took a bold step, opening representative offices in each other's capitals. Flags were raised, ambassadors exchanged, and a new chapter began, one that signaled hope and solidarity, even without formal diplomatic ties. It wasn't official recognition, but it was a rare and public declaration of support. In a world where alliances are often hidden or transactional, this partnership stood out for its openness and sincerity. Since then, technology, medical aid, scholarships, and investment have flowed between Taipei and Hargeisa. These exchanges are more than symbolic. They're changing lives, building hospitals, connecting classrooms, and opening doors for young people on both sides. For Taiwan, this partnership is proof that even small states can make a global impact, reaching out and building meaningful ties. For Somaliland, it's a message to the world: we have friends, and we are not alone. China pressures partners to shun both, using its influence to keep them isolated, but the two move forward undeterred, showing resilience in the face of powerful opposition and refusing to let larger powers dictate their destinies. In geopolitics, relationships often precede recognition, and sometimes they quietly change the rules. These unofficial alliances can reshape the landscape, offering new possibilities for those willing to take risks. Could Taiwan be Somaliland's model for winning friends and building influence? Or is this partnership destined to remain in the shadows, a quiet alliance known only to a few? For now, their bond is a quiet revolution, one that may one day echo far beyond the gray zone where it began. The UAE plays the long game, investing in infrastructure and influence across the Horn of Africa. In Berbera, DP World has transformed Somaliland's port into a regional logistics hub. For the UAE, Somaliland is a strategic asset. Control over Red Sea trade routes means global leverage. Emirati trainers work with Somaliland's Coast Guard, while Gulf investors eye new opportunities. Roads, schools and clinics in Hargeisa reflect the UAE's growing influence. Formal recognition could cement the UAE as Somaliland's primary ally, but politics remain delicate. Still, the UAE's bet on Somaliland signals this land may soon become a global crossroads. Israel is no stranger to bold alliances and quiet diplomacy. For decades, it has navigated a complex web of relationships across continents, often working behind the scenes to secure its interests. In Africa, these efforts are especially nuanced, requiring patience, subtlety, and a keen understanding of regional dynamics. The Red Sea is vital for Israeli commerce and security, serving as a crucial artery for trade and naval movement. Somaliland's pragmatic leadership, with its focus on stability and development, offers Israel a unique opportunity to expand its influence and safeguard its maritime routes. While official recognition hasn't come, Israeli security experts have quietly visited Hargeisa, engaging in discussions with Somaliland officials. Intelligence sharing and cooperation on counter-terrorism are already underway, laying the groundwork for deeper ties in the future. Stability in Somaliland means safer shipping lanes, less room for extremists, and a more predictable environment for international commerce. For Israel, this translates into reduced risks for its vessels and greater confidence in regional trade. As normalization sweeps the Middle East, Israel seeks new friends in volatile corners of Africa, forging partnerships that might one day reshape the region's balance of power. Each handshake and meeting is a calculated step in a broader strategy. Open recognition risks backlash, both domestically and from neighboring states, so Israel cultivates ties beneath the surface. These quiet moves allow both sides to explore cooperation without drawing unwanted attention. For Somaliland, every new link is a step closer to the world stage. Each diplomatic engagement, no matter how discreet, signals its growing relevance and ambition for international legitimacy. In the shadows of the Red Sea, alliances are both currency and shield. Here, quiet moves and strategic calculations shape the future, as nations weigh risks and rewards in pursuit of security and recognition. Somaliland's story is shifting from isolation to opportunity. The US, Ethiopia, Taiwan, the UAE, and Israel each weigh their interests as Somaliland's wait nears an end. Recognition is never simple, but every handshake and investment brings Somaliland closer to its rightful place. The signs are unmistakable. A new era is dawning. The world is finally watching. As Somaliland stands on the threshold of change, its leaders continue to press forward on the international stage. Recent months have seen a flurry of diplomatic meetings in Addis Ababa, Nairobi, and even Brussels, where Somaliland's representatives have quietly lobbied for support. The African Union, while cautious, has acknowledged the region's stability and urged ongoing dialogue. The European Union has called for constructive engagement, hinting at a softening stance. Meanwhile, the United Nations recently hosted informal talks on Somaliland's future, signaling that global institutions are taking notice. Despite Somalia's objections, more countries are opening channels, some publicly, others behind closed doors. Statements from global organizations increasingly reference Somaliland by name, a subtle but significant shift from previous years. These diplomatic moves are building momentum. Each new connection, each official visit chips away at Somaliland's isolation. The journey to recognition remains uncertain, but the world's doors are slowly beginning to open. As political recognition remains elusive, Somaliland has turned to a powerful alternative: economic partnerships. In recent years, the region has welcomed foreign investors, from multinational logistics firms to regional telecom giants, eager to tap into its strategic location and untapped markets. The Berbera port expansion, backed by UAE-based DP World, has become a symbol of Somaliland's ambitions, transforming the port into a vital trade hub for the Horn of Africa and beyond. Foreign direct investment is fueling new infrastructure, roads, airports, and free trade zones, creating jobs and strengthening ties with neighboring Ethiopia and Djibouti. International banks and remittance companies are cautiously entering Somaliland's growing financial sector, while Turkish and Chinese companies explore opportunities in construction and energy. These partnerships do more than boost the local economy, they serve as quiet endorsements of Somaliland's stability and potential. Each signed contract, each completed project, sends a message to the world. Somaliland is open for business, and its partners are betting on its future. In the global marketplace, recognition often follows investment. For Somaliland, every new deal is a step closer to a place on the world stage. As Somaliland stands at the crossroads of opportunity and uncertainty, its path forward is shaped by both promise and challenge. The next decade could see its economic growth accelerate, fueled by expanding trade corridors, digital innovation, and a new generation of entrepreneurs eager to connect Somaliland to global markets. Plans for renewable energy projects and tech hubs offer hope of leapfrogging into a modern, resilient economy. Yet the journey is far from straightforward. Political recognition remains a distant goal, with international diplomacy slow to shift. Without formal status, Somaliland faces obstacles in accessing global financial systems, securing international aid, and participating in multilateral organizations. Regional tensions, shifting alliances, and the ever-present risk of instability in the Horn of Africa add layers of complexity. Still, Somaliland's resilience is its greatest asset. Grassroots movements, a vibrant civil society, and a pragmatic approach to foreign relations continue to win quiet support. The coming years will test the region's ability to balance its ambitions with the realities of its geopolitical environment. Will the world finally take notice? The answer lies in Somaliland's determination to keep building bridges, businesses, and hope. Its story is still being written, and the next chapter may be its most transformative.